Lifeblogger presents the full story of a football genius who is best known by the nickname, The Director. Our Arthur Melo childhood story plus untold biography facts bring to you a full account of notable events from his childhood time to date. The analysis involves his early life, family background, life story before fame, rise to fame story, relationship and personal life facts. In addition, other off-pitch facts little known about him. Yes, everyone knows about his sublime passes. However, only a few consider Arthur Melo's biography, which is quite interesting. Now without further ado, let's begin. Starting off, his full name is Arthur Henrique Ramos de Oliveira Melo. Arthur was born on the 12th day of August 1996 to his mother, Lucia de Melo, and father, Untold de Melo in Goiânia, Goiás, Brazil. Back in the days, Arthur's parents operated a Roman Catholic household and a comfortable middle-class family background. Arthur Melo's family was set up by their dad in the city of Goiânia, which had the lowest number of slums in the country. Growing up, his best friend has always been his lovely look-alike brother named Paulo Henrique. Paulo is shorter but 3 years older than his celebrity kid brother. Just like most Brazilian footballers had done in their youth, Arthur also followed the Brazilian logic of turning empty streets and concrete surfaces into imaginary football stadiums. The benefits of having a quiet neighborhood gave not just him, but his brother and friends the ability to play their football virtually everywhere. During Arthur's days of playing street football, his great comrade in battles was always his brother Paulo Henrique. Back then, there was nothing like team shape and tactics. It was all about technique, tricks, shooting, dribbling and spontaneity. Early on in his life, Arthur and his brother Paulo decided they would dedicate their whole youth life to football, unlike any other career. Hearing their kids say this became a hard nut for their parents to crack owing to the fact that Brazilian football was competitive. Arthur's parents Lucia de Melo, and Untold, however, insisted on education or a combination of both. Arthur was able to convince his parents that he could focus on his academics and still get a good sporting performance without a sweat. Finally, his parents agreed to him and his brother playing football, but this time, making it all formal. At the age of 5, Arthur's father Untold brought him along with his brother Paulo Henrique to Nilton Maravilha, an outdoor futsal academy, to get them registered. The two always went together everywhere but played separately. Arthur played with the 1996 set while Paul played for the 1993 set. Arthur's contact with futsal football was responsible for helping him to acquire actual football technique. While his brother later lost interest in the sport, Arthur continued. In Arthur's case, outdoor futsal was more palpable. The dribbles, dynamics and game vision techniques he learned from futsal laid the foundation to the football module he now practices as a flyer. Arthur spent 3 years at Nilton Maravilha's futsal academy before deciding to switch from futsal to normal academy football. He had a successful trial at Goiás, the greatest and most beautiful football club of his Brazilian city. Upon wearing the Goiás shirt for the first time, it became known that he would be dedicating his whole youth life to the game. Playing simultaneously became a habit for Arthur because he was the best player in his age group. This made his coach approved him to play with higher age levels. Thanks to his quality, Arthur played for 2 age categories with Goiás. He witnessed bigger opponents, bigger opposition and became very matured. Arthur was always the smallish player in their lineup. His ability to adapt and play well with his team was fueled by the presence in weight of his mum, dad, relatives and friends who felt excited to watch him. Early on in his career, he began winning titles. Arthur's hunger to keep winning continued after his childhood trophy celebration. This hunger made him realize his true character, which led to an unusual situation. Against his club's wish, Arthur would accept private invitations from futsal clubs who would hire him for tournament games. Even while Arthur played his youth football with the under-11 in Goiás, he kept accepting these secret offers which were implicating. Secretly playing with other team brought a lot of experience and fatigue to the young star. Arthur became very indispensable for the primary team as he rose to be the captain of his age group. He was so important that he wouldn't be risked being dropped aside. Arthur once featured in the lineup about to play a tournament with a broken left hand. The pre-match camera shot ended and game action started with all cameras focused on the young captain with the broken hand. Arthur became the most coveted and celebrated midfield talent in the game. The playmaker was praised by both sets of fans for having an innate understanding of timing and space with the ball despite having a broken hand. After the tournament, Arthur began to receive trial invitations. Throughout his youth career, Captain Arthur Melo became known as someone who brought vision, creativity to his team. He was very respected as he was seen as the best youth footballer in the city of Goiânia. In 2010, at the age of 14, Arthur decided it was the right time to leave his city. He had in him a quest to fully federate himself and avoid being known as just a local hero. He became spotted by Grêmio after his exhibitions at a youth tournament in his hometown. Arthur decided to leave his hometown club for Grêmio, the third most beautiful and most valuable football club worth $295.5 million in the entire South American continent. At Grêmio, Arthur rose above all youth ranks and got himself promoted to the club's senior side in 2015. This was also a time the Rough Diamond got transformed into a national star by his then coach, Renato Gaucho. Arthur became a first-team regular after a string of good performances. At Grêmio, he created a record of making 40 passes, all with an impressive 100% rate success. This happened during his Copa Libertadores debut. This feat attracted European clubs such as Chelsea, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. This was also a time European clubs began to compare his playing style to that of Andrés Iniesta and Thiago. The versatile midfielder led his team to win the Copa do Brasil in 2016, the Copa Libertadores in 2017 and Recopa Sudamericana in 2018. As the main player behind every final victory, Arthur was nicknamed the title collector by those who knew his past record of lifting trophies. In the Copa Libertadores final, Arthur averaged 94.8% pass success. Only Deco has achieved such great quality. As time went on, Arthur's style of play and discipline became his personal brand. This was a time football scouts from Europe got convinced on making a move for the youngster. Aside from Europe, even South American clubs gave a pursuit for the football star. For Renato, his coach, it was no surprise that the sale of Arthur became something that got discussed at boardroom level. Knowing that clubs would start trooping in, the Grêmio board members all decided to increase the release clause of their golden egg. More than a few noses were put out of their joint in Brazil when a photograph of Grêmio's superstar midfielder Arthur was observed with a great anomaly. Arthur was sported in a photograph wearing a Barcelona shirt, which is against his club standards. His club Grêmio didn't get any official visit but got cornered by FC Barcelona scout André Cury and Ronaldinho's brother Roberto Assis. These scouting team went straight to Arthur's family to take them out for dinner. Did you know? Diego Assis, Roberto de Assis's son and Ronaldinho's nephew, also appeared in the photo thanks to his father who allowed his son to represent him. Upon seeing the photo, fans concluded it was a clear plot by FC Barcelona with the Assis family to convince the youngster to leave his club. Perhaps they must have found out this strategy knowing fully well that Arthur has been used to receiving offers to play for third-party teams backdoor. The photograph infuriated his club Grêmio, who reported the incident to FIFA accusing Barcelona of manipulation. At last, Grêmio bowed to pressure and their last jewel became donned with the FC Barcelona jersey as he was assured to replace Andrés Iniesta. For Arthur, it was a dream come true as he had always wanted to be a Barcelona player right from childhood. Arthur was proud to become the 34th Brazilian to be signed by the club. The rest, as they say, is now history. Knowing Arthur's relationship life would help you build a complete picture about him. Right from the very start of his senior career at Grêmio, Arthur has been with his beautiful girlfriend who goes by the name Keila Garcia. Keila is very well known as a model in Brazil. Seeing her boyfriend getting transferred to FC Barcelona surely had to make her prepare, but had delays in meeting him up in Spain. Keila Garcia is very well appreciated for her stunning beauty thanks to the beautiful photos she uploads on her social media accounts. Judging from her facial appearance, Arthur Melo's girlfriend Keila Garcia should probably be 1 or 2 years older than her man. Without a doubt, Keila is a paragon of beauty who brings class to FC Barcelona's collection of wags. Arthur Melo is handsome. Judging from his days with Goiás, Arthur Melo has always been a natural-born leader. He is someone who is able to achieve just anything in any area of his life he commits himself to. He is creative, career-passionate, generous and very warm-hearted. Looking back at his career story, Arthur is someone who dislikes being ignored and has issues in facing a difficult reality. More so, he dislikes not being treated like a king thanks to him belonging to the element of fire. Arthur is known to be a lover of hot jumper trousers. This he wears to his games. Everyone knows footballers are known for what they do on the pitch. Asides what he does on the pitch, author picks up the role of academics outside the pitch. He finds time to study online. Arthur Melo's mum Lucia run a personal Twitter account dedicated to supporting her son. Arthur never forgets to appreciate his beloved mother for her love and teachings through his early life. Arthur's family has a close relationship with his Brazilian teammate Neymar. Arthur's bigger family is made up of his close extended family, friends which also include most of his FC Barcelona teammates like Coutinho and Rafinha. From time to time, they all go out to have some Brazilian cuisines such as farofa, picanha, churrasco and beans. Arthur has many friends thanks to him being generous and loyal. He is capable of uniting different groups of people. Thanks for taking out time to hear our Arthur Melo childhood story plus untold biography facts. At Lifeblogger, we strive for accuracy and fairness. If you have heard about something that doesn't sound right, please share with us by commenting below. We'll always value and respect your ideas. Kindly click the red subscribe button below to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more footballers' childhood stories plus untold biography facts. Please click the red subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Then click on the bell icon for notifications.